Hey, it's Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Welcome back. Today we're going to look at what I call melodic open chords, and we're going to look at some shapes based on the E major shape. Okay, so if you can play that E major shape, you can follow along this video with me. There's one alteration towards the end which turns it into an E minor, and it's a little more challenging to play, but I had to throw that in there because it sounds great. But this is a lot of fun, and I think if you're new to, let's say, trying to get away from open chords into bar chords, this can help strengthen your hand, and I'll explain that in a minute. But also the sounds that you can get here out of just this one chord is quite incredible. All right, so as an introduction, if we look at the E major chord, we have the first fret, string number 3, second fret, string number 4, second fret, string number 5, right? So those 3 strings with all 6 strings being strummed. So the 6th string open, the 1st and 2nd string open. Now the cool thing here is that if we take this shape, we can move it up and down the fretboard, and we just avoid the 6th string, just as an example, right? So don't play string 6 string, play string 5 down. And we can get some interesting chord shapes. Now, not every fret will work, but a lot of them will. This one won't. Nope, not good. Works there. Doesn't work there. Works there. Works there. Doesn't work here. Works there. Doesn't work here. But works here. So I think on there's about 4 frets where it doesn't work, from basically the open string all the way to fret number 12. We can continue down past fret 12, but if we're looking at, let's say, this first shape here, we have this one shape here in E major. Now this shape right here, it's an F sharp now, an F major. So we moved up from E to F, but the different notes on string 1 and 2 change the name of the chord. So if we just had just the 3 strings, we have an E major there. That's an F chord, but when we add these in, an F with a B, it's a sharp 11. And then we have a major 7, so this would be like F major 7, sharp 11. So the chord names are a little finicky as you move along, so they can be confusing. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's just focus on, I'll give you the names of the chords, but don't feel like you need to know these names as we move into playing these, okay? Because really the biggest thing is that you know which form of chord it is. So if we play like a B, you know that it's a B major. You might not know the alterations to it, but you might know that it's a B. Same with the F right here. You might know that that's an F major. Might not know it's F major 7 sharp 11, but I'll try to give you the correct names as we move along, okay? So the first chord we're gonna take this shape, and if you're trying to strengthen your hand for bar chords, I would suggest using fingers 2, 3, and 4. The reason why I say that is if you move up and you wanna put a bar chord in place, these fingers will be the ones holding that shape, and your first finger is gonna be barring, okay? So when we're moving up and down, if you use those 3 fingers, it really helps get that shape cemented into your fingers. The muscle memory will be there for you, right? So the first shape I'm going to do is down on fret number 9 and 8. If you wanted to use these 3 fingers, go for it. All right? Now, in the video, I demonstrated it with this one string on, we'll say string number 6, was 1 fret on string number 6, fret number 7, and then we had 9, 9, 8. Now I left the first 2 strings open. All right, now this is a B chord with open B string, the root note, and then an E string, which is the 11th. So we can call this a B add 11, okay? Now, like I said, if you want to just play those 3 fingers, just strum up from string number 5 down, but I just wanted to give a variation for anyone interested. If you don't want to do a bar, but you want to have the shape in your fingers, this works nicely, okay? So the general pattern here, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. That's what we're going to follow. You can do anything similar. Doesn't really matter here. We're more looking for the sound of these chords. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then we're going to go down 2 frets to fret number 5, 7, 7, 6, open, open. So this is an A with a B note, which is a 9th, and an E note, which is already in the chord. So we can call this an A add 9. So B add 11, A add 9, okay? Same rhythm. And then we're going to go to E, and I just take the same fingers down. So we do that E chord twice. B add 11, A add 9, E. So I do that twice in a row. And then I move into the next shape. So I'm going to start, instead of having this first finger in place, I took it off just for anyone who's interested in seeing this chord shape by itself. And I played it from fret number 5, 5, 4, so no string 6, on the 5th string 5, 5, 4, 0, 0. This is going to be a D, a G, a B, then a B and an E. Don't worry if you don't know what those are, that's okay. But essentially we have a G major chord there with the open string, the open E added on top. So that's a G6, okay? The name of that chord is G6. Slide it up 2 frets to fret number 5, 5, sorry, so fret number 7, 7, 6, open, open. And that's that A add 9 again. And then I made a really nice switch over to fret number 12, sorry, not 12, number 14. I'm always thinking of my first finger position, but 14, 14, 13. This is hard to see my fingers here. It's so high up, I don't have a cutaway, so I have to sort of, move my hands around the fretboard here. And this you can hit all 6 strings. And that's an E major, just by itself as a regular E major. It's this shape, but moves all the way up here. So we have G6, A add 9, E. We do that twice in a row. And then to finish it off, I went back to our G6 chord. Now I come back 1 fret with my ring and my pinky, so fret number 4 on the 5th string, fret number 4 on the 4th string. And this is the hard one. I put my first finger on the 2nd fret of string number 3. Now, if you can do this, what we have here is an F sharp minor with a B. So that's going to be our 11th. So F sharp minor, add 11. And then the E is the 7th. So we can call this F sharp minor 7, add 11. Really nice chord. So if you ever see an F sharp minor chord in the song, often you can use this chord in place of it if you want, if you don't want to do the full bar. And then we go to E. And again, G6, F sharp minor 7, add 11, and finish on the E chord. So that one chord shaped in minor 7, add 11 can be moved along too. It can be used on the 5th fret, or I should say 7th fret and 5th fret. We can go up to fret number 7 and 9. Works really nicely there, so. Fret number 12 and 10, or 10 and 12. That's a version of a D minor with an added B note. So we have 6th, and then we have the E as well, which is the 9th. So some funky shapes. This one sounds really nice. This one here, dark and eerie, and this one. A nice way to play a B minor if you don't want to play your regular bar chord. Some nice additional notes there, right? So a lot of fun to sort of play around with these chord shapes. Feel free to make your own stuff up too. I'm just giving you, one example. I'm sure you've heard many songs that have this in it. You might just not recognize it yet. But yeah, take that E major shape, play it up and down the fretboard, do some strumming, figure out where it might sound good. And this is just with the E shape. Now you can also do it on the next set of strings with the A shape and the A minor and see where it sounds good and what works for you. But like I said, I call these melodic open chords because it changes the tone of what you're playing. You're adding some additional melodic information on top. Or I could say harmonic information. Much more interesting than your standard open chord shape. So have fun with that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. There is a lot of theory behind this. If you have questions about that, yeah, let me know and I can help you out. I don't like to barrage you with theory too much in these videos. But if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more like this each week. See ya.